giving people compliments that makes them feel very lifted and uplifted and sweet is very sweet-see, very demure, very kind.
5 seconds.
And divas, let's uplift each other.
There you go. I'm all for the uplift, and I'm, there's two kinds of people that come out of my old neighborhood, and we were the nice ones on my side of the street would always say, hey, the car looks great. Hey, you guys look terrific today. The family is going to church, whatever. Very uplifting. And then there would always be somebody who would witness the compliment being given, and they would pshaw on the compliment. They'd hear the compliment, hey, you guys look great, have a nice day. And somebody, oh, come on. Why don't you knock that off? And, it was so offensive to those people that you maybe were going out of your way to be nice, and yet the pshaw people would tell you that your effort and your intention of sharing a good vibe, that you were on the wrong. Oh, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? And you say, hey, easy, back off. You need a buffering. You need a brioski. You can't enjoy somebody walking by. So I'm with the compliment guy all the way there. Ed Tyll, your guest host for Walter Sterling every damn night. Joining me somewhere in the Miami area, I'm guessing, is Stacy Levine. Stacy, is that where you are? Where exactly are you located this evening?
Good evening, Ed. Right now, I'm up north. I'm in Wellington, like West Palm Beach, a little north
Wellington.
of Miami.
Yeah, we've talked about Wellington before.
Yes.
I worked at a radio station in Lake Worth all the way back in the 80s, and I would not only get phone calls from Wellington, but we would cover, I believe, the polo matches on our station. Do they play polo out in Wellington anymore?
Yes, they still do. Actually, the other day I found my new favorite vegetable stand, and on the way there, it's all through equestrian. Everybody has horses with like the little cute little paths to ride. So everybody's
this is a good. It's a good conversation.
It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely, good conversation piece right here. Because you and I know we've never talked about this.
Not yet.
We don't know each other very long, but we talk. You're a chatterbox, so am I. So we talk a lot. So, why do human beings find the horse, you just mentioned, equestrian, why do people find the horse such a majestic animal? Do you admire the horse? Do you love horses? When you were a kid, there's a movie with Elizabeth Taylor where she has a horse. There are horse movies where the girls jump over the... There's a thing with horses.
The big thing.
Do you have it? Yeah, explain how you feel about it. What are your thoughts on the horse, as it were?
I'm a big fan of the horse. Big fan. I think that at a very basic level, you could almost look at them as a big puppy dog. I am blessed enough to say that not only did I tell my dad I wanted a pony for my birthday, he cashed in, I got 2. So, growing up, I had ponies, like they weren't mine, like we rented them, my mom paid, so like I would go and have like lessons. They weren't
Get
like
out of
ponies.
Town by sundown.
I swear, my dad
had a pony.
Yeah, he always has standards.
A pony. Now
So I would have to brush them. Before I had Snowflake, that was the mom, and one day she had a surprise. She had gave birth to a little baby, and his name was Surprise. So I had 2 white ponies. Yeah, I'd have to brush them before I put the saddle on, before we could go to the little, there's a little ring, the circle thing that you go on, like somebody holds the rope in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know the leap.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then in the back, this was upstate New York. This is like up in Fishkill, Poughkeepsie. And then the woman whose property it was right up against this huge mountain range. I don't know the name of it, but there's all these trails that were like cut out already in the woods.
Yeah.
And we would just go on like a walking trail, and it was fantastic.
Oh man!
So you're very comforting.
That's what I mean. This is how it is talking with you. Now I would never have you pegged for a person in the rural areas of upstate New York riding around in a circle on a horse, and there you were. So
Those are my roots.
there's your roots. Okay, cowgirl. So now let me ask you, is it a sentimental and kind of romantic image that we have of some animals, whereas other animals are looked down upon with denigration and other terrible things that nobody wants to pet them, nobody wants to go near them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So go ahead. So what's going on there? Help me understand that. Yeah.
I think people, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I believe for myself, in my experiences, I look at a horse almost like American bald eagle. That way back when this land was real, still real, that those were symbols of this great land.
Wow.
Like roaming free, being wild, but like being, it was just enough that you could almost touch them, but you never really could.
Oh,
and now you have these people looking down, I don't want to say necessarily on trash pandas, but that awesome kid on the internet with the squirrel.
Right.
And my heart goes out to him, but I'm going to be honest, like, I don't make the rules. I wasn't there. But listen, all I think is he should have reached out to whoever was like his congressperson or local whatever and got a permit. Specifically stating, like not trying to rub it in anybody's face. And I think that, if people realize, there's things that are black and white, but then there's things, very gray areas.
Very gray.
Like if you get ahead of it almost, you can try to steer the right way.
Now, let me present something to you. Let me see if this will connect with you. Do you know what the horse, the Mustang, is? A Mustang horse.
Like the pony? Oh, yes. I was going to say, I was
the breed of horse, the
well.
Mustang. Okay. So there's a great movie with Marilyn Monroe and Clark Gable. And the movie is called The Misfits. And Clark Gable is a guy who goes up to the mountains, finds a wild horse, ropes it down, rides it into town, and sells it, then climbs up the mountain and does it again and does it again. Now, in this movie, I think they were using it to tell some, big philosophical tale, but that is man up against nature in that moment. So
he is conquering, absolutely.
How does that strike you? Because here's old Clark Gable. He's like 70, and he's trying to rope this horse, but he's having a hard time because he's an old guy, but he doesn't want to give up his way of life. This is how he lives. And the movie is very powerful at the end. What do you think about that? A guy, a mountain man, going up there with a rope to get that horse and bring it to town to sell the horse. What do you think?
I think that's beautiful. I think it's real commitment. I think that it's a
he's a naturist, isn't it? Yeah, of course.
Need to learn.
There you go.
And
there
it's
you
real.
Go.
It's
Beautiful.
real.
Beautiful.
Conquering the unknown.
Oh,
you never know.
Please.
And
now,
it's the adventure. Half of it's the adventure.
The discovery. The discovery of nature, finding out who you are, finding out what the horse is really all about. Instead of looking at the horse at 200 yards and start talking about what you think you see, get up close with that horse. All right, kiddo, you are fantastic. I want people to know you get down to South Florida. Look out for Stacy Levine. She's going to be on stage somewhere making you laugh. Fantastic. You and I will talk again, but we're up against our segment, and it's been fantastic having you on the show.
Ed, thank you so much for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, listen to Stacy Levine. Isn't she? She's hilarious up there. Because I'm watching her. We were on the same show, I don't know, last week. Yeah, it was last week. And she goes right after the audience. There's no ramp up. There's no, fiddling and looking down at the microphone stand and messing around. She goes right in there, bang, bang, boom, Stacy Levine. Great having you on, Stacy. Thank you. This is Ed Tyll. I am filling in for Walter Sterling on Sterling every damn night.
Kale and Company week.
I'll be right back. Using the bathroom.
unidentified drones that are flying over New Jersey. They're saying they should declare some kind of a state of emergency.
Here's a marketing idea. I know yesterday was the sales day, so this probably won't be heard for another 6 days. We need to have a Kalen Company drone watch party.
Oh, boy.
We gather wherever these are. We'll go to Jersey, get mulligans on the line.
Yeah.
We're all going to sit outside, put the fire pits on. We'll have some drinks, and we'll watch drones.
Johnny Z, are you listening, buddy?
Let's go.
Open up Mulligan's. Let's do this.
Start your day with Kale and Company. Weekday morning.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I guess I've been on for an hour and a half.
It's going to be over before you know it.
I know. I was, I did that before. I lost track of time. I said, oh, my God, this show's moving on without you. Yeah, so. All right, man. So, listen, hang out. Oh yes.
Oh, is Stacy on? Is that, do I hear her?
No, that's a commercial in the background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
just you and me when we get back. Now, I only...
What are we talking about?
Well, here's the thing, right? I was going to do food all night. Did you hear me do chocolate coming over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm up to pizza, hot dogs, knishes, pretzels with mustard. That's what I was going to do. But what do you got? What's going on with you?
Hey, this is your circus. I'm just a clown on the sidelines, buddy. So whatever you want to talk about.
All right, well, you know what? I got something for you. You are one of the last households sending out these things now. I got called Christmas cards. Isn't that what you call them? What do you call that thing? I got this
that's
thing.
That's what they're called.
I thought it was a discount on a used car when it came in. The envelope was so nice. I said it's got to be a car dealership, and it turns out it's yeah. So there you go, a beautiful dovetail. All right, hang on. Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
You got it, Michael. All right.
And the next, you're planning tomorrow's expansion. It's complicated, but your business credit card should be simple. With the Signify Business Cash Card by Wells Fargo, you earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases for your business with no caps or categories to track. Signify Business Cash, the deliberately simple business credit card.